And that's what I put in together so that people who are looking holistically, they can find resources easily. Everything I've been doing for since 2019, actually COVID hit. So for about a year and a half, I didn't do much because of COVID, but slow and steady directory, more people are joining and more resources to people. And recently, to start vegan cooking lessons. And I cook. I mean, I'm from India. I grew up in India, so Indian. I grew up on Indian food, but when I came here, I started. I realized that a lot of people in this country they love Indian. There's a big segment of population that loves Indian food, very intimidated by Indian cooking, and they have a good reason to be because Indian cooking step process. For example, here we just bake, we fry, we just fry. So there's just one step process to cooking, to food. But in Indian cooking, it's a multi-step process. So I decided, people love food, they want to eat it. How about I put some effort simplifying the process of cooking Indian food? And then it's directly where I'm trying to find ways to show people or connect people with wellness resources, live their lives, everyday lives with uh, holistic practices. So how about I find these two concepts, and that's how I thought about focusing on vegan cooking right now, because vegan cooking is, I mean, it can be very good for you. It can take care of a lot of our health problems because that's what it did for me. I had some health issues. I became vegan and I saw a big change in me, good change in me. And my husband became vegan. He's back to, his. And that's how things.
So,
Yes.
Different wellness. I think I was thinking about the directory, and I'm looking for a resource. It's hard to know where to start. That you're putting together a place like stop place to actually find different resources. I love that because that is something where I find something locally here, I would probably just be Googling it and about what's nearby here, whatever, and that they have a directory that people can go and get more information like that. I love that idea. That makes so much sense to me.
Yeah, thank you for appreciating that because honestly, I felt that there was a gap there. I mean, you have directories, for example, for food, for Yelp. We have Yelp, right? Mostly geared to food, right? We want to eat out. My son, Wednesdays are my son's days too. And the first thing he does is goes on Yelp. So I thought, what about we create something like that for wellness? And people need a chiropractor, and then they one place where they can find one. Looking for chiropractors, and they also happen to see Shikara yoga. So yeah, that was the whole concept. Easy wellness resources.
That makes so much sense. That's big. And
Thank you.
if we were talking about the cooking, I'm very curious about the cooking side because you're right. Okay. I'm a picky eater. I'm one of those people that does not have a big, wide breadth of different things that I really end up cooking, which is unfortunate because I do most of the cooking. And we really, when you said like that one step kind of process, I'm usually thinking, okay, what can I do simple and fast because I'm running home from work on the table. We've got stuff going on, and it's not to the benefit of our health. And so when you're thinking about how you're simplifying things, and yes, I have a lot of friends that absolutely love Indian food, and personally, I really haven't very much. When I think back to the different times that I've had that opportunity, and not for a good reason, just I haven't. So you got me really intrigued here.
So I printed this big stack of flyers, and I go to farmers market, and I'm very, thinking, oh, everybody loves Indian food. I'm going to give these. The first 10 flyers I was to the people who told me point blank, sorry, we don't like Indian food. It was very humbling. And then I thought, oh, is this? And I was sitting, and then suddenly, everybody after that, I distributed about 120 flyers, and everybody after that, oh, thank you for doing this. We want to eat Indian, we want to cook Indian, but we don't know how to make it simple. A meal, Indian meal that we can cook under 30 minutes. Or I said, yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just gonna make it simple. And I have tried so far. I have 2 recipes that I have, worked on, made them simpler, and they taste as good as the way my cook them, except that they are vegan, of course.
That's fantastic. So tell me more about what now that you've got kind of that comparison of Indian food that obviously way more than I've never cooked Indian food, so I'm on for somebody like me who idea to cook Indian dishes. Tell me a little more of it's a new thing.
You mean the process of cooking, or
what is it about the Indian food that makes it uniquely that?
Okay, spices. That's actually a very simple question. I have a very good question. The spices in India, we make it very spicy, meaning heat. But in addition to heat, there are other spices which heat in them, like cinnamon, cardamom. Did you know? I don't think most people in America know that there are 2 different. Okay. Then there is cloves. We use a lot of cloves, and we use a lot of whole spices like blackbird, coriander seeds, cumin seeds, fennel seeds, bay leaves, and then dried rose petals. So all these spices that we use is makes it very unique. And we do use a lot of dairy, and that has been and that has been so I'm light, and that's why I'm adding cream substitutes like coconut milk. Stores like Trader Joe's. I don't know Trader Joe's there. Whole Foods. So it's to answer your question, it's a huge range of spices.
Excellent. That makes sense. So, and I got it. What is your favorite dish?
Favorite actually is a meat dish. It's lamb biryani. Is you make lamb like a curry lamb, and then you sort of make cooked rice. It's like a pilaf, and then you mix it all together, and it's actually not really Indian. It came to India from Persia. It's a Persian dish that made its way into India in the 18th century, and now it's a staple in India.
Interesting. Oh, I love it.
And I am trying to make a, that's actually, I'm very happy you asked that question because I'm trying to make a vegan version of chicken biryani or lamb biryani.
Excellent. It, the fun part is, as you're trying to do, it gives you an excuse to actually make it yourself. And
there you go. There's always ways of to, isn't
well,
it?
yeah. Kind of like when I was cooking for the bacon. I actually am a sucker for some cookie dough, which I know you're not supposed to eat cookie dough raw, but I'm sorry. And it's oh my gosh, that's part of why I picked the one I did because that's my favorite, and luckily of the rest of my family, so I get to have more, which is just random.
You are making it right in every job, right?
Absolutely true. I'm just thinking we met through Happy Neighborhood Project,
Correct.
and so I'm have you had a lot of new connections? Are you meeting people where this is striking a chord? Because I can imagine that what you're doing is something that would be very popular, and I'm just kind of curious with the reaching out that you've done so far, how it's going, and what are you hoping for your goals for this upcoming or coming up on the new year here? So, what kind of things are you looking forward to?
So, as far as HNP is concerned, I think, like I said, I've been on it for 6 months, but I have maybe 10, 12 meetings so far. My life has been a little busy lately, so I'm into a lot of network. But yes, I find it a very valuable resource. I have made excellent connections. I have met people like yourself, Emily.
Switched your diet over that you are eating. What kind of good things have you had in your world since making that switch?
Oh, I mean, oh gosh, it's wonderful. So we were completely, and I we were completely vegan, and then my son walked in, and he loves to eat meat. So 1 or 2 meals a week will be meat. Other than that, so how it has changed us is how to cook vegan food, delicious, and how there's actually more variety. And meat, you're not even thinking what else. When you say no, you close your window on, or suddenly focusing more on what else is there in vegan. So I have found tofu. I have to cook tofu. First thing I'm cooking is tofu. It's a Indian version of cheese with peas, but instead of cheese, I'm going to be using in a sauce, and instead of cream, I'll be using nut-based. Um, so I have discovered that, and that baking. I bake a lot. I bake my vegetables a lot more. That is wonderful. They taste so much better. Um, what else have I discovered? Oh, I never knew that can also, the Chinese cuisine also has so many vegetarian choices. So we have explored that. So it's been a very interesting journey, and I am myself convinced that if you find a way to eat vegan, you will like it, and your body will thank you for it.
Yeah, I know I have. Last summer, a couple of the students that I was vegan, and the more they were talking, they said, "You guys are sounding exactly the same as far as just echoing the benefits and all the good things that come with that." And I've never tried. I'm a eater, so I grew up a lot, meat and potatoes kind of. Kurt will say that all the time, but I'm truthfully though don't that way very much. So, but it's very to have. I appreciate the aspect that you bring forward. It makes me stop and think about what am I doing and where are the health benefits I'm making versus maybe making different choices.
Here's like I said, I was we were vegan for a couple of years, strictly vegan. We were friends, and these are German friends. My husband is from German friends, and they all like to eat, have beer and have their sausage and have their potatoes. We go out with them, and we would, we are vegan, we are not going to eat. So that went on for years, and then my younger son, he found the area, and he said, "Mom, I'm going to live at home, and I love to cook for my kids." And he said, "Can you at least cook once in a while?" I said, "Of course." So now we eat meat, but it's predominantly. So what I tell people, eat. I mean, my advice is like based on my experience, there's no eliminate anything from your diet. The meat is more things into your diet. You bring more veggies, you bring more tofu. Tofu is so good for you. And that another thing which is actually doesn't taste that bad is curls. They are like made from tofu. They taste like the texture is just like chicken, and you can easily online, and it's all organic, and just don't take out things. Just bring in more variety into your food, and I think and I mean we became vegan not because of the philosophy. We became vegan for our health reasons. So
What your wellness directory and all things related. So I should ask then, how did you get started with with the wellness directory and going down this path and sharing all?
so honestly, very simple reason. All my work is online. My meetings are online. My directory is online. Um, I know. So I became part of a wellness, and everybody in that set offers like in-person classes. Like they do um, Reiki classes, they do yoga classes, and I met them. I just remember like a few months ago, and I met them. It's a wonderful bunch of people. I said, I would love to offer something. I would love to teach something where I also share my knowledge and also interact with people. And it's honestly, the only thing I can teach right now is cooking classes. I don't know. I don't have any other skill where I'm confident to teach it to others.
And that in itself is a big skill. Not everybody can cook.
Yes, that comes when you have two boys, two sons, and a husband. They go out to eat. They are like, "Mom, you cook better than anyone else. Why can't we eat at home?"
Yeah.
That's the highest compliment right there.
I was going to say it's a big compliment to mom there.
So yeah,
Well, I know I'm still thinking now with the cooking classes. So, what do you envision your classes to be structured like? What if somebody is to come to a class? What is the experience going to be like?
it'll be fun.
I love that.
Fun's always good.
Because first of all, if you signed up for the classes, that means you like Indian food. And second, if you like food, you like Indian chai. So I'm going to be making a big part of Indian vegan chai. And when you come into the class, the chai will be ready for you. You will start sipping your chai, and then I will start cooking, and you will watch me cook. And if you like, you can help me, ready, chop, okay. And when we are done halfway through the cooking, I will have ready for you actually, which will be a batch will be cooked beforehand. Halfway through the cooking, you get to taste what you are cooking. Ooh. Yes, and then you eat that, and then you understand all the spices that we have added. You know why we added them. You will taste the spices. You will taste the sauce. You will understand the process better, and you will enjoy what we are. Some naan or some Indian aromatic rice, and then you will see finished product. And 10 minutes do
I think 2.
Okay. So, okay, I will share one good experience and one very challenging experience that I'm going through. So, the thing that happened is my son, who is in Boston right now, he got his dream job in UC Berkeley. He'll be joining UC Berkeley as professor in July 2024.
Awesome.
So that was the gift to me because I will have nearby. And my mother, there's a challenge in my life is going through it, and that's I'm afraid that's good and bad, but life is good.
Awesome. Yeah, I know, and that's all about and figuring out what ability you have and making the most of what you can do. And yeah, life interesting. Yeah, just keeping that positive outlook and keeping things moving forward. Sometimes it's harder to do than other times, but you know that's life. It's ups and downs, and hopefully it's more ups than downs.
Absolutely.
Keeps things going. So and actually, any last thoughts you want to share with us before we share your website with us, if you would, please?
Oh yeah. Why chakra CHAKRA.com.
Sure, that sounds so. Yeah, www.ogcha.com. So I can't thank you enough, Preeti, for being here with us tonight. You've been just a delight, and I love all the things you've been sharing with us. So we are this chance to connect and share with the world what we're doing. And for my name again, Sue Roskoff, AbilityMKE Now, and we thank you.
Thank you, Sue. Thank you, Emily, for this opportunity. I'll see you soon.
Recording stopped. So, wonderful. Oh,
yes.
much.
Thank you.